Hello, folks. Say, I've got a swell story I want to tell you today. Champ and I are ready for action.
Gene Autry, presented for your enjoyment by healthful, refreshing, delicious double mint chewing gum.
I like it.
The Wrigley Company presents Gene Autry, America's favorite cowboy, and his horse, Champion, the world's wonder horse.
Hello, folks. Well, that sure was a lively ride, but it's all in a day's work. And when I come in after a workout like that, I like to chew delicious, refreshing, double mint gum. Yes, sir, that clean, refreshing double mint flavor cools my mouth and throat. It gives me a nice little lift, too. And it's a grand feeling to sink your teeth into a stick of smooth double mint and chew away for a while. Try it, folks. Delicious, refreshing, double mint chewing gum. Costs so little, tastes so good, lasts so long. Matter of fact, while you're enjoying our show today, why don't you join me in a stick of double mint? Thanks, folks.
It was shortly after the close of the Civil War when half a dozen of Quantrell's infamous raiders, led by the notorious Judd Parker, ambushed the U.S. Army paymaster's wagon laden with gold and then fled into the hills, hotly pursued by a detachment of Union cavalrymen.
Put the wagon behind those rocks, then unhook the horses and run them off. Come on, boys, give them a hand. Ha! Break out the rest of that dynamite. What are you going to do? I'm going to blow those rocks over the wagon and bury it. We'll come back after the goal when it's safe to dig it up. You boys get under cover. Juniper, there ain't a sign left of that wagon. It's buried complete. Now let them Yanks try and get their gold back. Come on. Take a breather here. How big a haul do you figure we made, Judd? Oh, a couple 100,000 at least. Yeah? Yeah, that's more than 40,000 apiece, ain't it? That's right. You know, Judd, I've been thinking. Those boys ain't gonna appreciate that kind of money. They'll just go out and get drunk and they'll wind up broke sooner or later. So? Well, you and me, we're different. We know what that money can do. And it's a lot easier to split that gold up into 2 shares than it is 5. So it is. I'll think it over.
You forgot just one thing, Brent. It's a lot easier when you don't have to split with anyone.
I've checked the location where the gold is buried and found it to be on the Triangle Ranch.
No offense, Kent, but what you just told me sounds like a tall tale. What makes you so sure the gold is there?
It was left there by a relative of mine, one of Quantrell's raiders. Intended coming back for it at a more opportune time, but was killed in a brawl.
I suppose you left word where it was, huh?
Yes, in an old diary I came across 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's interesting. How do you figure getting hold of that gold?
By buying the ranch.
The Triangle? Not on your life. Big Jim Watts would never sell it.
No?
That's what I said.
Calico, I think you're wrong. I'm sure he'll be very glad to sell when I get through with him.
That's Big Jim Watts in there now, with the deputy.
What are you inventing this time, Pat?
Something that'll make Edison hide his head in shame.
Don't tell me.
Yes, sir. This alarm clock will also predict the weather when I get it fixed. You see, I crossed it with an almanac, and when
What's so funny?
Pat had some time on his hands and it blew up in his face.
Gene! Gene!
What's the matter, Sue?
Do you remember that rustler you sent to prison last year? The one called Idaho?
What about it?
He's back in town again, and he's threatened to kill you on sight.
Very interesting.
Interesting. Good heavens, Gene, did you hear what I said? He's going to kill you.
Now, take it easy, Sue. There's nothing to get excited about.
Nothing. Think of what it'll mean to me if he kills you. I'll be a widow before I'll even be a bride.
Now, don't you worry, Miss Sue. Me and your Uncle Jim will take care of that, Jasper.
We sure will. Any idea where he is?
He's in the saloon, I think.
Now, take it easy, fellas. This is my job.
But, Gene, he...
Yeah, don't tell me, don't tell me. You know, he can't put me in jail and get away with it. I'll pin his ears back so far that...
Idaho, look. Better stay inside, mister. There's going to be a shooting.
Looking for me, Idaho?
A nice day, ain't it, Sheriff? We ought to have some snow if it don't rain. I mean, we're due for a hot spell if the moon...
Get out of town, Idaho, and don't come back. Thanks, stranger.
Glad to have been of service.
Young man, that was the fastest go I've seen in years.
Thank you.
I'm Jim Watson, owner of the Triangle Spread.
I'm Warren Kent.
And this is my niece, Susan.
It's my pleasure, miss.
Sheriff Gene Autry.
We've met.
Yes, sir.
I'm Pat Buttram, Gene's deputy.
It was wonderful the way you saved Gene's life, Mr. Kent. Are you stopping in town for long?
Well, that all depends. I'm gathering data of a technical nature and the floral and fauna of the Southwest.
Huh?
He's a naturalist.
You mean one of them fellers that runs around naked?
The term for that is nudist. I've always wanted to meet a naturalist, Mr. Kent. It must be simply divine working with the birds and the bees.
Plant life.
Oh, plant life, of course. Is your wife with you?
I'm not married.
No? Oh, you must let me show you around.
Well, I'll be hanged. Think nothing of it, Gene. Susan!
You must let me show you around.
Oh, shut it.
Susan! It's time we headed back for the ranch. Come along, dear.
Oh, but Uncle Jim,
In case Sue forgets to tell you, she's practically engaged to Sheriff Autry.
that was entirely uncalled for, Uncle Jim. How could you?
She has quite a temper, too.
Oh, Sheriff, I hardly know how to say this, Mr. Autry, but, well, I'd like
Is
to...
it about Sue?
Well, yes. I don't want you to get any false impressions. I'm not the type to stand between a man and his girl.
I have no strings on her.
Oh? Your uncle said you're practically engaged.
Only between times. When she has no interest in someone else.
Well, then the field's wide open, huh?
As far as I'm concerned, good luck.
Oh, gee. We'll expect you for supper tonight.
I'll be there.
What's up, Jason? Rustlers. They shot up the place and got away with 40 head of prime beef. Rustlers. Go home.
Let's go.
The raid was only the beginning. You know what else I want done? Get busy.
Boy, oh boy, food.
No luck yet, Jim.
Still no idea who those raiders are, huh, Gene?
No. Checked every angle, no soap. I don't know where to start now.
What you need are some bloodhounds to help you.
Don't mind her. She's put out because she has to do the cooking.
Cook quit?
This morning. Got so he was scared of a shadow.
Well, I can't say that I blame him.
I don't either. I only hope my other boys don't quit, too.
Don't tell me you're going to eat all that.
Why not?
Don't you have any consideration for your stomach?
Why should I? It hadn't got none for me.
I'll just take a cup of coffee, Sue.
Afraid of my cooking.
Oh!
What's the matter?
I just bit into this biscuit and it almost broke my jaw.
Well, that's absurd. You're just being nasty. Go ahead and laugh. So I can't make biscuits. At least it's better than you not being able to enforce law and order.
Susan, mind your tongue.
It's true, isn't it? He and Pat have practically lived here for a week looking for those raiders. And what have they accomplished? Absolutely nothing.
Susan, I told you to... Quitting?
Sorry, boss. That's about the size of it.
Don't tell me those raiders have you buffaloed.
That's putting it mildly.
But you can't quit Jim when he needs you most. He'll have a hard time getting new men.
Maybe so, but we're moving on. This place is getting too unhealthy.
Will a raise in pay make you change your minds?
Money won't do you any good when you're dead. We'll take our time now.
Very well.
Here comes that feller Kent again. He's getting to be a regular fixture around here.
Well, what of it? It's none of your business.
Hello, Sue.
Hello, Warren.
Your men, they haven't quit, have they, Mr. Watson?
That's exactly what they've done.
Those raiders scared him off.
Do you blame them? With the law himself running around in circles?
Get inside before I lose my temper.
You know, I don't know much about ranch work, but you're going to be needing some help around here, but I'll be glad to do anything I'm told.
That's mighty nice of you, Kent. But you might stop a bullet.
Well, we don't expect to live forever.
Thanks, Kent, but I'll get along. I'll try to pick up a new crew in town today.
We'll ride in with you. Get him in the house.
I'm going with you.
That's a box canyon he's heading into. Don't shoot. I want him alive so he can do some talking. Hold it! He's dead.
I'm sorry, Gene. I thought he was going to shoot. Fired before I knew what I was doing.
Well, I guess it couldn't be helped. We'll take him with us. Get your horse.
Did you get him, Gene?
Yeah, but not alive. How bad is it, Jim?
Oh, I'll pull through. Who was he?
I don't know. I never saw him before.
Why didn't you take that man alive so you could find out a few things?
Gene isn't to blame for that, Sue. I shot that man.
Well, then he should have stopped you. What we need is a new sheriff, one who can enforce the law instead of just riding around looking important.
Gene is doing his best. That's all anyone can do. Now, you shut your mouth or I'll paddle you good. That young snippet can get under my skin worse than a tick.
Maybe she's right.
Right my foot. You're doing fine.
No, I'm not. I'm getting nowhere fast. Maybe a new sheriff could clear this whole thing up.
Gene, I've known you ever since you were knee-high. You've been like a son to me. But I never thought I'd live to see the day that you turned quitter. Well, all right, if you want to quit, go on and quit. But get out of here and let me die in peace.
Turn around here, you old coot. I'm not quitting. I'm just thinking out loud.
Well, then stop that kind of thinking. It gets me all upset.
Do you have any idea what those raiders are after, Gene?
Must be the ranch. It doesn't figure otherwise.
My ranch? Well, why not one of the others?
Hey, maybe there's oil on the property, or gold.
You may have something there, Pat.
Sure, I'm smart, I am.
No, there's no gold or oil on the triangle. It's not that kind of property.
I agree with Mr. Watson.
Well, they want something on this ranch, and I've got an idea how to smoke them out.
How?
Advertise the place for sale. We'll see who shows up to buy it.
That's a smart idea, Gene. We'll try it. Still think you can make it work?
Just you wait and see.
Any buyers today, Jim?
No, not one. You must be wrong about someone being after the ranch.
I'm beginning to think so myself. Look, I'm transferring your cattle to the Circle J, and Sue's taking you to the hospital in Carson City.
Me? What for?
Well, if those raiders aren't after the ranch itself, there's something on the ranch they want. With the triangle deserted, they're bound to show their hand.
Then me and you'll grab them, huh, Gene?
I'll let it be known that Pat and I are accompanying you to Carson City.
Whatever you say is all right with me, G. Sue! Sue!
Oh, I thought I had it fixed.
There they are, Pat. Let's move.
sure they got picks and shovels. I wonder what they're after.
No, but we'll soon find out. Down this way.
I'm sorry, Gene.
Who is it?
Me, Gene.
Come on in. Just been cleaning up a little.
So I see.
Thought you'd gone to Carson City.
Changed my mind. You been out today?
No, I thought I'd stay in and work on some papers.
That isn't true, Kent. You have clay on your boots. Fresh clay.
So?
The same kind of clay that's on the hooves of a well-lathered horse in front of the hotel.
That's very interesting.
Very interesting. Especially when that kind of clay comes only from the Triangle Ranch.
You know, I'm not very good at riddles, Autry. What are you driving at?
You're behind those raids, Kent.
Am I? You're going to find that rather hard to prove, Sheriff.
I'll get proof. And when I do, I'm coming after you.
I found it, Gene. What them raiders was looking for. It's gold. Come on, look. Come on. There's thousands, millions. I found it in that old wagon buried there.
Department of Finance, United States Army. Why, Pat, this gold dates back to Civil War days.
You're quite right. I hate to do this to someone I've grown to like, Gene, but I'm going to have to shoot you. You understand, of course.
Well, sure.
Well, you don't like me, so I'll just leave.
Get over there, both of you.
Get that one, Gene. I'll take care of this one.
Doesn't matter about the many lies you've told me. I know that you'll regret each little lie. And though you thought I'd weep upon your shoulder. Down in Texas, darling, Texans never cry. Doesn't matter about the many vows you've broken. I'm sure I'll never know the reasons why. And even though you think I'm broken-hearted, down in Texas, darling, Texans never cry. I know that you have found someone who's closer to your heart. As Texans say, I'll find a way to make another start. Since you have found some other lips to kiss you, I hope that you'll be happy by and by. And though it's true that I am gonna miss you, down in Texas, darling, Texans never cry.
Oh, Gene, that was simply beautiful. You know, I've really been a stupid fool, and I wouldn't blame you at all if you spanked me.
You wouldn't?
Of course not.
I think I'll do it then, because you need it.
Gene was right. You sure needed it.
Be sure to see Gene Autry and Champion in their latest feature-length picture at your local theater.
Well, folks, we've sure been pleased to have you here. And you know, I'm always pleased when my friends like healthful, refreshing double mint chewing gum. Guess it's because I like it so much myself. Now, next week, Champ and I are planning big things, too. Hope you'll be here to enjoy them with us. Meantime, remember that chewing delicious, refreshing double mint chewing gum seems to make everything you're doing more enjoyable. So treat yourself to that grand double mint gum often, folks. You'll see what I mean. It tastes so good and it chews so smooth and easy. I know you like it. Delicious, refreshing, double mint chewing gum.